From the First National Memorial Field Coliseum at the Veterans Dome Stadium Complex, it's the fastest, deadliest, and most ferocious sport on earth, Extreme Dodgeball. Hello and welcome, I'm Bill Dwyer. That's right, the first ever professional Extreme Dodgeball is really heating up. Sitting beside me is my compadre, Zach Selwyn.
Good to see you, Bill. Thank you very much. That is correct. 8 teams are still in the midst of a battle royale. The certified public assassins are still at the top of the heap with an undefeated record of 3-0. Curves of Steel, they may look good, but they're going to have to play a whole lot better. They got a record of 1 and deuce. The Bell Mafia won their first 2 matches of the season, but they dropped their last one. Can they turn it around today? The Silent but Deadly Mimes are walking against the wind with a 1 and 2 record. Can they break out of their glass box? Inc. Incorporated at 2-0. These tattoo degenerates mean finish. So far this season, the Sumo Storm has been more of a drizzle. They haven't won a match yet. The Stallion Battalion are trailing the leaders by a nose. They got a record of 1 and 1. And finally, Armed Response. The alarm bell should be going ring-a-ding-ding somewhere. They're 0 and 2. Pathetic. Now, where these teams finish in the standings determines where they will be seated in the playoffs. They're all vying for a spot in the championship. They win that, they win the grand prize of 10,000 buckaroos, mate. You split that 5 ways, you might just have enough money to pay for some anger management classes.
I don't need anger management classes. Let's get right to the action with our first featured match of the night. It's the vicious vixens of Curves of Steel versus the heavy hitters of Sumo Storm. Let's head down to our sideline reporter, Jerry Manthe, for team introductions.
They look like butterflies, but sting like bees. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Curves of Steel!
Well, Curves of Steel, the real crowd favorite, and I'm guessing it's not just because of their skills on the dodgeball court. They're led by Kimberly Estrada. She's a closet tomboy who likes billiards and weaponry. Kel Watron has already notched 10 kills coming into today. On the other hand, Maritza Franco only has 1 kill. And rounding out the squad, Amelie McKendry. This catch has 3 catches of her own, including 1 game winner. Finally, Lilith Fairfields. She's got no kills and no catches, but that doesn't make her a bad person.
Down to Jerry, let's find out who their opponents are.
Their opponents are the gentle giants of the Extreme Dodgeball League. Ladies and gentlemen, let me hear it for Sumo Storm!
Well, the Sumo Storm, some might be a little disappointed. They're 0-2. They need a big showing today to pull out of this slump that they're in. They're led by Americus the Pessimus, who has 7 kills coming into today's match. John Beardsley hasn't contributed much so far. He's really going to have to beef up his gameplay. Natasha Nelson's a mid-season replacement for the injured Crystal Cartwright. And rounding out the squad, Billy Aguaviva. His strength is his catching ability. Then there's Dante Alighieri. So far, he's spent more time on the sidelines than he has on the court.
Jerry's down on the floor with both teams. Jerry!
Sumo Storm is 0-2, and when I asked them what their major problem was, they all agreed that the extra weight is slowing them down. Back to you, Bill.
Sumo Storm with a penchant for stating the obvious. I think there's one thing that's apparent when these 2 teams are on the floor. There's a lot of skin showing.
Yeah, some of it's the skin you want to see, and some of it's the skin you just don't want to see.
Or it just makes you feel a little uncomfortable. Imagine Extreme Dodgeball is the best of 3 games. Game is over when all 5 players on the team have been eliminated. For a more in-depth look at the rules, check this out. Alright, first the bad news. You're out if you get hit by a ball, so you catch your throw, you step out of bounds or over the center line. Ball hits you and a teammate, you're both out. You can use the ball for defense, but if it gets knocked out of your hand by another ball, you're out. Here's the good news. If the ball hits the floor or the wall, it's dead. Headshots do not count. Every time your team catches the ball, one of your out players gets to come back in the game. When your team is down to 1 player, the regeneration target goes active. Hit it and your whole team gets back in the game, but you can only use that once. That's it. Have fun playing Extreme Dodgeball. Now fooling around, let's get down to the corner. The ref is set to begin game 1 of this match.
Curves of Steel, are you ready? Sumo Storm, are you ready? Teams.
Here's the opening rush, and who wants Jell-O?
Oh, Beardsley's gone already. He was probably thinking about a TV dinner.
Aquaviva with the throw. Estrada drops it.
I can't blame her. I wouldn't want to catch anything from Aquaviva either.
They've got some good hands on this Curves of Steel.
There goes Aquaviva. Americus wants this game badly. You can see it in his man boots.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, Watchman takes him out. Then he takes out Alighieri. Watchman's taking out 2 sumos in less than 5 seconds.
Watchman is really carrying this team.
Katasha Nelson, last sumo standing. She'll have to go for that regeneration target. She's got to be careful she doesn't step over that center line, Zach. She did.
On the line, you're out.
You called it out, Bill, and I'll tell you, a disappointing show for Sumo Storm.
That game was all about the tenacity of Kel Watchman. He just took out one sumo after another.
Sumos are really going to have to pull their diapers together if they don't want to get swept out of this match.
Jerry's down on the floor. What do you got, Jerry?
Thanks, Bill. I'm courtside with Lilith Field. And are you sure you got that bruise here?
Yes, I did. I most definitely did. I got it from a guy on Armed Response. I am watching out for him. You can tell it is in the shape of a ball, and he will have a matching one as soon as I play him next.
That sounds like a challenge to me. Back to you, Bill.
Thanks, Jerry. Extreme Dodgeball, all about T&B, thighs and bruises. A lot of revenge in that tiny package.
I'm no Dr. Bill, but I think we ought to keep an eye on that inner thigh of hers.
This match isn't over yet. Time for game 2. That means it's sudden death for Sumo Storm, and the big ball's in effect. Zach, what can we expect from that big old thing?
Since the big ball is a little bit harder to throw, look for the teams to use it mostly for blocking shots and protecting their regeneration target.
Let's go courtside for the start of game 2.
Teach.
They come out fast and strong, at least as fast as Sumo Storm can be.
All 3 balls are in the possession of Curves of Steel. Oh, the old huddle move.
Nice break.
Oh, nothing
Gets
going.
him nothing.
Oh, the block by Beardsley. He drops the ball. He is out. Sometimes Beardsley makes as many bad decisions as Ben Affleck's agent.
They've got Katasha Nelson. She's hanging onto the ball. They want to get her warmed up, I think.
Look at Katasha Nelson, powerful in her.
Dante Alighieri over the line by a hair graft or a couple of thousand.
The 7th layer of hell is where Dante is living right now. Sam Kinnison in the penalty box. That's going to do it for Aquaviva.
Here comes the sweaty Americus and the not-so-sweaty Nelson. Nelson with a nice
Americus
toss.
takes her out. And he's out himself, and guess who's remaining?
The Rook. Katasha Nelson. Yeah, you deserve that, Kel Watchman.
For Curves of Steel, that's their 2nd win of the season, and for Sumo Storm, still a goose egg in the win column.
Stick around, we got more Extreme Dodgeball coming up, our 2nd match of the night, and we'll take a look at some other games happening around the league. Keep it right here for more Extreme Dodgeball.
GSN presents Dodgeball Fantasies, brought to you by Burger King.
Hi, I'm Emily. We're here at Hollywood and Highland talking to people about their dodgeball memories. Did you ever play dodgeball when you were a kid?
Oh, I sure did.
You did?
I'm a dodgeball fanatic. In Seattle, we have to put on our galoshes and raincoats. It's bad enough to get hit by the dodgeball, but imagine going into a puddle, too. It's not called dodgeball.
It's not called dodgeball, Matt. What's it called?
Stinger?
Is it the same game, though?
Pretty much, yeah. We played in trees.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Dodgeball Fantasies right after this.